Can you talk a little bit about like getting frustrated with your own meditation practice? Like, I think like having like better meditation as a goal, but then like that getting in the way.
I think that's the problem right there.
Yeah.
You know, I recently wrote a piece about wanting, like wanting something. It's not good or bad. Let's just make it clear. It just has a natural result. So, if you want something and you don't get it, how's that feel? Disappointing, right? Okay. That's one option. You get it, but you can't keep it, right? What's one thing you can keep in this life? Can someone name one? Okay. That's disappointing. And here's the third that's a lot of us can relate to. You get what you want, but it's not enough. Only if I had a little bit more, then I would be satisfied. Or if it was just a little bit different. Only if my wife was a little bit nicer to me. Only if I got paid a little more, right? This kind of. So that has a natural result, and that's disappointing. So that's why we get frustrated and disappointed. What's interesting too is there's nothing wrong, you know, there's this, I don't know how to say it, but there's this aspiration of returning to this clarity, and we call it your true self, right? There's this aspiration for that. The difference is you already have that. So that's what makes it different from grasping, right? Because anything outside of yourself, either you're not going to get, or you'll get, you can't keep, or it's not going to be enough, or you want it to be different. But wanting to I want to say, return to our true self, but it's already here, so it's a bad word to say too. You know, like we say the Buddha got enlightenment, he didn't get enlightenment, he realized enlightenment. So that's the same, right? So wanting to practice to find your true self, however you want to phrase it, is okay because it's already there. So all we're doing in the sitting practice, or any of the meditation practices, is noticing this true self. Noticing this original clarity. It's already there. And we do that, like Ian said, by asking, being honest. But was it the God before God?
God behind God.
God behind God, right? I like that one. So when Father Kevin Hutt once said, you can't run away from God, you can only run around inside of God. But same meaning, all of it has the same meaning, that it's already there. And sometimes asking these questions can really help us return to that place. Because what you can say, what is it that's getting frustrated? Do you know? What is that thing that's getting frustrated?
Just like an ideal.
Okay, so where does that idea come from?
From my thinking.
Okay, that's great. Where does the thinking come from?
I don't know.
Yeah, right. If you're sincere and honest, that's where you end up every time. Don't know. I mean, it may take longer. If the more clever you are, the longer it will take. I was sitting down with a scientist, and we spent 1 hour. Because they know a lot, and there is a lot to explain, but eventually there's this point we can't explain. Where does I come from? Science can't explain this. What creates it? So eventually don't know appears. Don't know is your true self. Right? This is the clarity I was talking about, this mind before thinking. So that's where we start, from don't know. And then what's a little more difficult, how do you use don't know into your life? How does that function? I think Ian might have mentioned, right? Or mindfulness, or truth too. Truth is not enough. We can see the suffering of the world very easily, right? But what do we do about it? That's a whole nother story. That's why we do like Kongan practice in our tradition too, because that helps with wisdom and learning how to use this true self to function in our life. But we have to start somewhere, and usually asking some kind of question, whatever is burning inside you. So anytime you have a question, trace it back like we just did, until don't know appears. Then it's like, oh. But it's a different kind of don't know, right? It's not stupid don't know. I remember when I was in elementary school, and the teacher in front of the class said, "What's the capital of California?" And I was like, I don't know. So first of all, that's a different kind of question, and also a different kind of don't know. Because that kind of question, you have to access a database, right? Like, I want my doctor to know a lot of things about the human body, right? That's not that kind of knowledge. But if he doesn't have a don't know mind, a clear mind, then he's not going to be very good. So I always say our mind is like a mirror. It just reflects everything as it is. But we have so much crap on this mirror, we can't see what's in front of us anymore. Because we have I, you, good, bad, right, wrong, black, dislike, right? It goes on and on and on. So this mirror doesn't reflect anything in front of it that remotely is the truth. It's just our view. Then, what's worse is we think our view is the truth. That's why I'm right and Ian's wrong, all of the time. So, don't know means taking away that view. Even it could be a Buddhist view, a Zen view, it doesn't matter what kind of view it is. Not to say any of those things don't have their place. Everything has their place. But the thing is, we make this view the truth. So take it away for one moment. That's don't know. And then we see what's true. You know, if you've done interviews here, it seems silly. We say, walls white, floors brown, but that's very important. Because we're usually not like that. Usually it's like, walls white, why did it paint white? I should have done a little warmer color, you know, make the room warm. That's how we are. We see the color of someone's skin and automatically make something of that. Or a man, or a woman, or whatever it is. So we have to return to what's true first. Then we can use these other things to help. Okay?
Thanks.
So trace it back all the time. It's right there. People lately have been asking me, what book should I read? I said, the one inside you. That's the one that's going to help you the most, ultimately.